Previously on Final Fantasy VII Remake, the party somehow failed to take President Shinra hostage, who then pulled a gun Barrett. However, Sephiroth killed the President and Barrett, and then transformed into Genova Dreamweaver. The Whispers revived Barrett, only for Rufus to show up to arrest the party. While Claude fought Rufus on the roof, Barrett and Aerith had to fight the Arsenal. The party then used stolen vehicles to escape from the pursuers and fought the motor boss near the very end of the road.
Okay, asshole, let's...
Don't. And you're wrong.
Those who look with clouded eyes see nothing but shadows.
Everything about you is wrong.
All born are bound to her. Should this world be unmade, so too shall her children.
The world won't end today. But you will.
Listen. Destiny comes.
Why are they attacking us? We're not the one breaking the Canaan right now. Zack? What's he got to do with the Whispers? Why are they going after him? And he didn't even equip any materia on his sword.
We drag our asses all this way, and this is the welcome we get. Boy, oh boy. The price of freedom is steep. Embrace your dreams. And whatever happens, protect your honor. As a soldier!
Activating combat mode.
Come and get it!
I'm waiting, Cloud.
This is the point of no return. Destiny's crossroads.
And why did you stop me?
I'm not really sure.
What will we find on the other side?
Freedom. Boundless, terrifying freedom. Like a great, never-ending sky. What you heard just now were the voices of the planet. Those born into this world, who lived and who died, who returned. They're howling in pain.
Because of him, Sephiroth?
Their words, they don't reach him. All these moments and memories, precious and fleeting, they're like rain rolling off his back. And when they're gone, he won't cry or shout or anything. He'd tell you that he only cares about the planet, that he'd do everything in his power to protect and preserve it. But this isn't the way it's supposed to be. There's no greater threat to the planet than him. Sephiroth has to be stopped. He has to be. And that's why I'm asking you to help me. I know that together we can do this. But if we do, we'll be changing more than fate itself. If we succeed, if we win, we'll be changing ourselves. I guess maybe that's why I hesitated.
And there goes my bit rate.
You said it yourself. He has to be stopped. And frankly, I've heard enough howling for a lifetime.
When you cross the barrier of whispers, strange and terrible things may be waiting on the other side. Before making the leap, make sure your party is well rested and well stocked with equipment and materia. The vending machine back on the expressway will have everything you need. Yeah, but it'd be nice if Chadley was here too. So I could just grind up my materia, damn it. I really do not like how so many facilities get locked down in this game. That's why I have chapter select, but I still feel like the kid just put Chadley right here. Come on.
Cloud, we should go.
So if we go through that thing, there's no coming back.
Is it our destiny to defy destiny? That's an interesting question.
Thank you, Cloud.
I did not think we were prepared. Seriously, there's so many things that can go wrong, and the fact we only have one magnified materia really sucks.
Ready?
No choice, huh?
Never tried to challenge destiny.
This could well be her last line of defense. It won't be easy.
Let's go.
Wouldn't be the first time I spit in Destiny's eye. Whether you can see the scenes or you can't, doesn't change that she's always trying to have it her way. Daddy's coming home real soon, honey. Don't know about you, but looks normal to me.
Over there.
Literally putting more work into attacking us than Sephiroth. Seriously, these rules are just not applied evenly, I feel like. The law binds but does not protect blah blah.
Okay, that ain't right.
Oh, static, my bit rate. I don't know why they have you run through this part every time instead of just dumping you on the arena right away. It just makes it a little bit more tedious to do retries to get good runs.
You're alive!
Happy to see me?
Wouldn't go that far.
So that thing. That's a whisper too, huh?
Looks a lot more like an arbiter of fate than the others.
We can beat them.
Bring it on!
Okay, you cannot take on the main body, but you can fight these three in order to weaken the main body. They actually target specific characters, with the red one always targeting Cloud, so that makes it a bit more manageable even though there are 3 of them, since you know who they're going to target more often. And Cloud can easily use counter stance to block Rubrum's attacks, or his Punisher mode stance for some of them too.
That's it.
Okay, I need to take one of you out first. I probably should have used AoE haste instead of putting it on Aerith to be AoE healing. That probably would have been better so I could just spam my ATBs more often.
Alright.
Come on! Bring it on!
Shit.
Still here.
Take the lead.
There! Pour it on!
Okay, whenever you make enough progress, the boss will attack the whole field with an undodgeable, unblockable attack. It doesn't do too much damage on normal, but maybe on hard you might want to consider putting on one of those AoE defensive spells.
We gotta go!
Just go!
Shit! Look out! Oh, run, damn it, run! Move your ass!
I swear, every other scene is just someone pulling someone else up from falling off a ledge.
Get ready now. Anytime now. Nice.
Oh shit. Damn it. Alright. Pray.
Deal with that.
Okay.
Every little bit. Heads up.
Notice I'm not using Barret much. It's because I want to make sure Aerith ends up in the final party against Sephiroth. Yeah, they couldn't just put a regular freaking party select. They had to make it complicated. Oh shit. Did the air guy disappear? What?
We gotta get out of here now!
Man, the camera is such a pain sometimes. Fortunately, you do not have to control Cloud while he's sliding down the ramp and try to avoid everything. That would be pretty difficult, huh?
Gotcha. There.
Oh shit. Just hits everyone. It's like his triple slash, honestly.
Double time. Sloppy. Try me. Don't overdo it.
Okay, this exposes the boss for attack too, and you may want to have Tifa use some ATBs for True Strike, both to increase the damage and to get her more likely to be in the final party.
That's that. Enough. It's over.
Did we do it?
Hang on! Aerith!
What the hell did I just see?
A glimpse of tomorrow if we fail here today.
Damn it! How do we stop these things?
Well, the big one is way over there. However, these guys are right here.
Reedy is not meant to be part of Cloud, but I guess he's gonna mainly attack Cloud here because Tifa's not here, and Cloud's melee unit just like she is. What the? That is an awkward situation to be in. Oh no.
That's that. Enough. That's that. Enough.
Can't be our future. The future is always a blank page.
Them again? Least they could do is give us a little breather.
I say we split up. Take them down at the same time.
In that case, Ultra Big Boy is all mine.
Bring it on, bitch.
This part is tough, since you need Aerith to have a lot of ATB to prepare for the Bahamut Whisper phase.
That's awesome.
And Bahamut Whisper will appear once you do enough damage to any of the regular Whispers here.
We'll feel it soon.
Rubrum's doing shit, okay. I need to attack everyone else, maybe? Oh shit.
Let's do this.
We can do this together. Let's get serious.
Blizzaga would be better for the stagger gauge, but I'm going with Fandaga instead because it won't miss at all. And Bahamut is very mobile. Blizzaga won't be as viable until you do the actual real Bahamut. Took some damage, but not enough. Yeah, now I'm regretting not having Magnify Haste. Magnify Haste would have solved all my problems.
You jittery? One more! You've got this! Yeah. Ha! There! Damn it! You'll feel it soon. You want it? This might be bitter.
Oh, that was a clutch move. The free weapon-wielding Whispers are actually getting weaker every time they get resummoned. Well, in terms of hit points at least, so you should be able to beat them pretty easily now that Bahamut's over. Hopefully you still have a lot of resources left, especially on hard mode. Yeah, I'm a little disturbed by how much MP I use with Aerith here.
You'll feel it soon.
So,
Go on! This might be bitter.
there, now.
Time to finish this! Gotcha!
Did we beat him? Think so.
Okay. The fuck, did some of them respawn? Okay.
You're burning up. Lend me your strength.
Damn, I only got 15 back. I really wish Soul Drain would drain more.
I'll take that. Barrett, we're counting on you.
I'm gonna show you what Avalanche is made of!
Damn, this guy's still around. Okay, fire should be fine.
This is gonna hurt.
That's that.
Lend me your strength. Red, you're up.
I don't think I got any MP back for that. That's an unfortunate thing to see. How will the party respond knowing that Aerith is fated to die?
We did it! Right. Go on!
Oh shit, he's getting close.
Sorry. That's it. Just a bit. Thank you. Get him.
It was pointless because MP gets restored in normal mode, but I want to practice. Neat.
Where are we?
I'm waiting, Cloud.
What the hell is this?
This is...
He shouldn't have that materia yet, so why is he just nuking us here?
Sephiroth.
Do I get an X button? I'm using a Buster Sword because it's a video cutscene, not a real one. Crap. There!
Let's finish this.
Oh, good.
Fate is not to be taken lightly, Cloud.
Shut up!
In the first phase, you only have Cloud, but to balance is somewhat, Sephiroth can be more easily staggered in this phase. I guess he's just holding back or something. One way to pressure him is to use Punisher on Telluric Fury. I can't believe that hit me, seriously. The dodge window for Aeolian Onslaught is so narrow.
I come, Cloud.
Going in.
If you can stagger him before a certain time limit, you will be able to get this little cutscene. Otherwise, he gets a cutscene to use against you.
You dream of me? The planet will claim you.
Anytime.
Did you miss me?
Not really. He's tough.
Yeah, so what? Screw him.
Ride for me.
Okay, using counter stance here was a bad idea because Eroga actually hits twice. I should have waited for a first hit and then do the counter stance. I think that would have been better.
Get fired up! This might be better. Get him!
No holding back.
Man, that is pretty funny. Getting my focus fresh just as he uses his second slash of his Aeolian onslaught. Prepare to eat floor!
One more shot!
I wasn't really sure what to do here because I wanted to enter the next phase with as much ATB as possible, so I kind of screwed up here.
What I missed?
Let's go.
Do you dream?
Wind! Alright, not only does he have elemental infusions that change his weaknesses and attack attributes, his stagger conditions also become generic in a difficult way because now you have to deal a certain amount of damage rather than doing something special to instantly pressure him. Okay, Fundora.
Why don't you lead the way? Go on!
Haste.
Let's do
Not
this.
gonna work.
Anytime now. Try me. Anytime now.
Damn it. Hate to Thunder.
Try me. Floppy.
Nice shocking.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Take the lead.
You ready? This might be better.
Damn.
Give him your all. Soon. There, get him.
If I perform a little better, I wouldn't have had to spend so much ATB on praying to heal everyone.
You jittery?
Okay, he's got that. Damn it, I'm just doing everything I can to keep everyone alive.
Feeling chilly?
Uh-oh. He can no longer be staggered into space, so we have a limit break. Use it now.
Nothing personal.
Skipped his last phase, bitch.
Welcome back. We can do this. We can. We can change it. Make it right.
Quickly!
You know, I'll just take my partial win. I didn't use any items, so that's a good start, but I really need to learn how to... but I don't know if I can beat this on hard mode if I do enough grinding to max everything out. Things look pretty bad. This guy's got too much going for him. Oh no, we have to solo him again?
Careful now. That which lies ahead does not yet exist. Our world will become a part of it one day, but I will not end. Nor will I have you end.
This is...
the edge of creation. Cloud, lend me your strength. Let us defy destiny together.
Never.
Just two guys with big-ass swords.
"7 seconds till the end. Time enough for you, perhaps. But what will you do with it? Let's see."
Did such a shit job of that bell, but it's the final bell. I don't feel like redoing it, man.
Mr. Vice President.
Mr. President. That's right.
Heidegger does not seem to like Rufus very much. Ain't no way he survived. Like, I'm happy that we might be able to see him again, but I'm not really seeing the cause and effect here.
Wait. Was that all of them?
Conflict resolved.
Hey, Cloud. You see that?
Yeah, that's the power of actually completing all 300 missions and being Minerva, plus proving yourself stronger than the literal goddess. Yeah, there's no way someone who can beat the goddess would lose to just a bunch of trash mobs, right? Right? Maybe that's the thing. Maybe beating the goddess was the thing that changed in the past to help him survive. Maybe somehow beating the Whispers caused Zack to go, maybe I should complete all of the side quests in the game before fighting Genesis one last time. Yes, that's probably it. Yes, it caused him to have a sudden urge to do completionist shit. Oh, I better get all the Genji armor. Those are really overpowered. I better master my Buster stance. And maybe it told him some important knowledge like targeting the helicopters first so that they do not nuke your hit points. Yes, they probably told him, aim an energy spell at the helicopter, then you instantly win. Yes. Teaching Zack all the meta strats to survive his destined doom. But it's not like being the Whispers would instantly restore a plate, would it? Just what exactly does being the Whispers accomplish at all? Gloves. And Biggs? Is he even alive? I thought he would have been crushed by all that rubble.
Marlene?
Coming!
Yellow flowers. That's supposed to be the key to everything.
Daddy?
Marlene! I'll come back.
Suddenly we're all the way out here.
So, what now?
The only proof of our battle.
Sephiroth. As long as he's still out there.
I thought you beat him.
We can. We will. Count me in.
If it's to be a hunt, you could use a nose like mine.
I'm in too. Bastard wants to destroy the whole planet, doesn't he? An enemy of hers is an enemy of Avalanche.
Almost there, Cloud. We're almost there.
Seriously, how do they resolve this time paradox easily? Also, wouldn't this prevent... I feel like Zack wouldn't be reluctant to let Cloud join Avalanche.
I don't like it.
You know, considering Avalanche killed two of his buddies. The unknown journey will continue. In these long series, we always get more questions and answers at the end of each part, huh? Resolving that time paradox.
Shining brightly, your smiling face.
And also, why were the Whisperers acting so erratically? Why did they target us instead of Sephiroth when he was the one breaking the rules? Like, Sephiroth should be focusing on other things, right? On trying to find the black materia rather than messing with us. But instead, he waited for us in order to challenge us, which was against the Kanan. Yeah, Motor should have been the actual final boss of the game, technically. My own hypothesis is that Sephiroth being in the northern crater and very close to Lifestream might have some way to use the Lifestream to influence the Whispers to make them more biased in his favor. That's why they were slow to help Barrett, and they had to revive him instead of outright blocking Sephiroth's attack. Not that they would be able to stop it easily anyways, but still, it does feel like they're blatantly favoring him compared to everyone else in the game. Always giving him a slap on the wrist. The law protects but does not bind Sephiroth, but binds but does not protect us. Where's the justice? Still, if Zack is alive, that would be better for Sephiroth, because Zack was one of the few people who could just 1v1 him and actually hold out for a decent amount of time. If he were to join a party, I'm pretty sure Sephiroth would be screwed, especially if Zack kept his battle stance. Battle stance is literally just Punisher mode, but better in almost every way possible. The only advantage Punisher mode has is Berserk, and literally that's it. Still, on hard mode, I don't know if using Ascension at the end will be enough, even if I do get higher stats. Maybe I'll have to make sure to inflict Berserk on Cloud before using Ascension. Maybe that's for the best. That way I'll be able to maximize it and maybe push through his fourth phase, because that Shadow Flare thing is bullshit. It's a suction type move. It looks really overpowered. If I didn't use Ascension, I would have lost for sure. Yeah, I was doing a pretty bad job about healing all his damage. Even if I didn't have to use items, I was still cutting it very close. I was very sloppy. If I had a proper save point between phases, or between bosses, maybe I'd consider doing cleaner runs, but I don't, so who cares? Ugh. Yeah, hopefully the random comment asking why I didn't do an optimal job will come in. I don't know. Maybe when I died of old age. It'll probably show up when I die of old age. A comment saying, "Bugfrag, why didn't you use this method? Why didn't you block this properly?" Ugh. It'll just come after once I'm too old to even read my YouTube comments. Yeah, let's go, judging by my current numbers. Oh, and I heard Rebirth is way harder than Remake, even on if you just compare normal modes. Man, it does have a perfect block mechanic apparently, but I'm terrible at those. I'm doomed if the game is balanced around that. Also, I still need to take on the true Bahamut. I was already getting my butt kicked by the Whisper version. The true one would absolutely murder me, even if I were to grind all the way. Credits are still going. Yeah, hard mode. Man, I heard that benches don't heal MP, which I really wish they would compromise and maybe make it so that each bench per chapter only gives you 1 MP heal, and once you use it up, that's it. That way you can't just abuse the bench too much, but at the same time, it doesn't become a complete death sentence if you're forced to use MP during a particularly tough fight, especially for very long chapters, or chapters with multiple bosses. You know, I'm trying to figure out how to beat some sections without using too much MP, but I used a lot of MP to beat Whisper Bahamut, which kind of sucks. Thing is, if you don't deal enough damage in time, he will use Mega Flare and nuke your party. It's not as strong as the real Bahamut's Mega Flare, but it's still not something I want to deal with. Also, the event that's supposed to heal you between the Whispers and Sephiroth fight only heals hit points on hard mode. So, I could, I could be screwed because of Whisper Bahamut. Even if I try to use Soul Drain. Yeah, Soul Drain is like my only way to restore MP with her. Sure, maybe I could put on max MP materials, but I don't know if that'll be enough. Especially when I'm already using so many slots just to cover all of Sephiroth's barrier change weaknesses. Strangely, the Whispers did not really care about Roche. I guess because whatever he did would never change Kanan significantly anyways. He's just a third-class soldier. Just a mook in the grand scheme of things. Even a fake like Cloud could beat him. But anything that could significantly change the timeline, they would interfere. Though Sephiroth, they kind of went easy on him, I feel like. Probably because he's so strong, and I really wonder if his connection to Lifestream is influencing them in some way to break their own rules. Because they were clearly being inconsistent during the final battle. We should have been given the green light to leave Midgar. In fact, they were helping us along the road to leave Midgar, and all of a sudden they said, "No, we don't want you to." Seriously, so fickle. Yeah, they're just like the Supreme Court. Oh, I'm really dreading some of the chapters with multiple bosses, though. But if I do get master all my magic material, I get MP absorption, which should help, but still, that's gonna be a long ways off. Also, I wonder, should I go for the Yuffie storyline first, or grind for hard mode first? I think I'll go with Yuffie's storyline. That way, I'm not dealing with hard mode just yet. I feel like hard mode's just gonna be too big a beast for me to deal with because of the lack of safety nets for now. Yeah, Yuffie's story was added way later. And it's supposed to be before you actually are supposed to officially recruit her in the OG. And she's supposed to get one ally, but that's still gonna be pretty tough, having only 2 people against the entire world. Well, fortunately, on Chapter Select, I won't have to worry about doing minigames perfectly anyways. I hope. I don't have to worry about some of the more extra minigames. I already have the one-time rewards from those. Yeah, I don't even have to worry about doing a good job on the rhythm minigames that Andrea will make me go through. Actually, can I skip the rhythm minigame from Andrea? I heard that some sections can be skipped on Chapter Select, like the bike minigames. Yeah, skipping Andrea's minigame would be really nice since there are mutually exclusive quest lines in the Wall Market chapter. Oh man, the Walls Market one in particular is going to be tough because you have to go through multiple arena teams while trying to save as much MP as possible, since you are magic is very much required for Hell House. But after that, you you don't have as many major battles, and maybe I can even use the box from the highway to restore some MP. Yes. Also, I don't have to steal from Eligor anymore, which means I can go all out from the beginning and hopefully take it down normally without having to waste several turns stealing. Yeah, stealing has such a low proc rate and it costs an entire ATB bar, so I obviously do not like using it. I wonder, but what would a mug action look like in this game? Would it just, like, maybe apply a chance to steal to each of your normal attacks? That would be really good for the likes of Tifa and Cloud, who can do a lot of that at once. Maybe even... But would it even work with Barry, who has a gun? No, it wouldn't. Would it? I'm not sure. That is a long credits. Man. I swear, credits is longer than the actual final boss. Maybe I just went for the... Maybe because I phase skipped the final phase of Sephiroth, but still. That is kind of long. All of these flashback panels... Everyone's just using their default weapon, huh? Even though I'm pretty sure I had, like, Mithril Saber on him during that time, because without Aerith, he is my only synergy bot. Yeah, having everyone swap out like that all the time can be pretty crazy. Yeah, for most part, Cloud was just the synergy bot whenever Aerith's not around. Once she is around, then then it's probably better to give him more specialized gear like Hurt Edge, just to deal massive physical damage. Make better use of his counterattacks and such. Man, I really wish I could redo the Sephiroth fight to be a little better, but it's not really worth it if it's sequential and I have to do that stupid janky menu again. I might as well just take whatever small victories I can get. A rough itemless win is, well, good enough. Decent practice for hard mode, but I'll have even less room for error on hard mode. And hard mode is supposed to make it even harder to stagger him. I have to do more specific things to win. Chapter 17 in particular has Sortipede, Genova, Arsenal, Rufus. Yeah, that's way too much. Is it really just going to show us every cutscene from every chapter? In that case, we're almost done, because they're showing Chapter 17 right now. So we're just literally getting a recap of the entire game. I feel like this will be more helpful maybe this will be more helpful at the beginning of Rebirth, just to get us recapped on everything, because it's probably going to be a few years before Rebirth makes it to PC. Well, if only they made it for multiple platforms to begin with. Dang it. Rufus, on hard mode, I don't have to waste any turns assessing. Yes, one of the advantages of hard mode is I don't have to waste as many turns assessing things, except for, well, the ones I actually missed. Like, yeah, I missed the Moth unit, and I missed one of the turret enemies, and of course Scorpion Sentinel. You have to fight it before you can even get assessed in the first place. Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't just give you a assess rate from the start. Maybe they figured that players wouldn't have enough room to spend that ATB. I don't know. If only they would just turn Assess into something similar to Focus Strike to refund slight amount of ATB, just to make up for the fact that it does pretty much nothing if you already have a guide. And also, scanning Cactuar is good. I don't know. I can't give up on that. You have to do it during the Fat Chocobo fight, and it's just a very rare chance it'll even be summoned, and you only have like a split second to activate Assess on it. I don't know why that's a thing. I'm pretty sure that if I get one skill book for everyone, that'll allow them to get the level 6 of their weapons, and that'll give me a slight edge against hard mode, hopefully. Yes. Though I should probably try to beat regular Bahamut on normal mode as a sort of gatekeeper for hard mode. Yeah, that would probably be a good idea. To see how well I would do. Since Bahamut apparently has even stronger stats than the final boss. It would truly be a test of whether I'm ready for hard mode or not. Yeah, let's try to beat a Bahamut item list. Man, we're still going with these credits. I hope it didn't loop and I just failed to notice. Maybe Sephiroth trapped me in a time loop. Okay, Square Enix logo. I think I'm close to the end. Can I save my clear data yet? Destiny's Crossroads complete chapter 18. Chapter selection has now been unlocked. Okay, I can access it from main menu. System chapter selection to replay any chapter from the beginning using your current character's weapons and materia. This is a great way to tackle uncompleted quests, find story elements you missed the first time through, and more thoroughly explore Midgar. Okay. Hard mode. No items. Hit points is only at rest spots. However, certain manuscripts only available in this difficulty setting if you want to max out your weapons. Play log. Okay. Bonus EXP and AP, that will definitely help in maxing everyone. New combat simulator stuff. Skipping the bike minigame, yes please. But can we also skip Andrea's dance minigame? There's no reason I should have to go through that all the so many times, right? Chapter selection. I think if I reload to 17, I actually get access to Chadley. I'm not sure. Can you not leave the main menu? We are in limbo. Oh. Aerith actually leveled up quite a bit. Okay. Sephiroth. No info. What was even the point of scanning him? Seriously, the fact that they have you assess things and not give you anything in return is kind of lame. Struck by limit break, though. I will be proud of that slightly. Skip an entire phase. Whisper Bahamut, fuck this one. Ugh. The real Bahamut's gonna be way worse, and I'll probably have to be level 50. Entity from a future timeline that is manifested in the present day. Fights with a sword. This one fights barehanded, but one hand is bigger than the other. This one has 2 guns. What? But why did they attack us? Sephiroth was the one who was doing shit. Come on. Okay, quest and story data will be temporarily reset. You'll retain all acquired collectibles such as music discs and manuscripts. Completing a chapter will update your previous play data, but switching to a new one midway through will cause you to lose your current progress for that chapter. So it's like I'm kind of changing time itself. It also tells me which manuscripts are in each chapter. Huh. I'll start with normal for now. Since I need to grind up first before hitting hard mode. So how do I meet Chadley on chapter 17? It seems impossible unless they open the door. The door going back to the simulator.
Buckle up!
Okay, head up the stairs and apparently I'll be able to find Chadley. He is here.
Cloud, I've been expecting you. As I divulged to you before, despite being a loyal employee of Shinra, I seek to destroy the company from within. It would mean my life if anyone knew I was conducting this research. Hojo's madness is clearly rubbing off on me. He is the reason I pursue this research. I want nothing more than to be free of him. I cannot go into details, but I can say that it is complicated. At present, I mean to focus on my newest research, as I found an absolutely fascinating subject. And if you haven't guessed, it is none other than you, Cloud. Were we to unlock your tremendous potential, we would have the strength to destroy both Shinra and Hojo. So please provide me with new battle intel and assist me in my research. I will pit you against virtual enemies constructed from the data you have provided me thus far. When you feel that you are ready to begin, please proceed to the newly reconstructed combat simulator. Hone your skills against these constructs so that we may stand together against Shinra.
Don't let him stop us! Get him! Just go away! You're burning up!
Ow. Well, that worked, sort of.
That's it! Get fired up! Just a bit. Go on! Get him! That wasn't so bad. Try using it. And catch! Just go away! Hey! You're burning up! One more! This one's for you! Get fired up! A bonus! I think we're almost done. I'll take that.
No, Soul Train actually is bad here.
I'm backing off a bit. Moving on then.
Ah, hell.
Get him! Back me up, okay? Hup. How's this? Someone looks kind of shaky. This is gonna hurt.
There we go.
Glad that's over.
There she's Fury Ring. Oh hell, this guy.
What do you think of this trick?
You asshole!
You're burning up. Sorry, but I gotta. Just a bit.
It's all over!
And we're safe.
Ugh, this guy. I don't have silence protection.
Back me up, okay? Go on! How shocking!
Grand finale!
How shocking!
Okay.
See you around.
Geometric bracelet obtained. Nothing that unique. Okay, that worked out somewhat well, I guess. Yeah. For these hard mode challenges, I probably want to save until after I get more of the hard mode books. Some of the hard mode books are actually in here. Yeah, I'm obviously not supposed to get these yet, considering how high numbered they are, right? Yeah, I gotta go back and start from the beginning. Alright, finally got the revival materia maxed out, or at least one of them, so now I can talk to Chadley.
I have to tell you that I'm grateful for all of your help thus far.
Yes.
I've done it. I've developed a new materia.
Finally. MP absorption, but there's only one in the entire world, of course. It's already maxed out too, and due to the way its damage is scaled, it's probably best to use it with the magnified materia so that you're doing as much damage to as many units as possible. That way you get more MP back. Yes. And it'll kind of pay for itself on hard mode.
I have registered a new battle intel request. Please, take a look. This will be the final request that I make of you. Your assistance would be greatly appreciated.
I feel like I'm going to need a lot of grinding to break even with this guy, though. Considering his weaker Whisper form was able to do so much damage to me. Okay, first off, let's just get in there and scan the boss.
Of course, or would you prefer the portable version?
Limited to free. Select character to remove Barrett.
Then I invite you to ready your portable battle simulator.
Ultimate summon.
Best do it right.
Feeling chilly?
And give up. Damn, he just goes right in at the very start, huh? Sadly, I'm not optimized for DPS here. Cloud and Tifa have anti-slow accessories because of Bahamut's flare breath. That way they don't lose their haste status. Aerith has a Fury Ring because I don't have enough protective methods, unfortunately. So I'm lucky she did not get hit by the breath attack, or at least blocked it. Yeah, blocking it means you don't get the status effects, fortunately. But yeah, Bahamut has very little downtime between their attacks. Seriously, don't they have an ATB bar too? Why don't enemies have ATB bars that limit their spammability? Okay, once Bahamut stands still, it makes it very easy to hit them with Blizzaga. Yeah. I'm not sure if Synergy Blizzard also works with... Oh, I think it does work with the MP absorption Blizzard setup, actually. So that means by triggering Synergy, you can actually get a little bit of MP back for free. It's not much, but it goes a long way over the course of several ATB bars. So maybe I should have tried to have Tifa spam a few more ATB attacks just to force Aerith to recover a bit more. I don't know, but that would require Bahamut to actually get hit by the Blizzard fully. Alright, here we go again. Actually, Arcane Ward, let's see if I can win this gamble. Arcane Ward is always a gamble because sometimes you will not be in a good position to go back to the ward. Because in this version of the... until we get Rebirth, Aerith does not have a way to get back to the wards very easily. Yes. More damage. Yes, not bad for an unoptimized setup, I must say. But I really wish I did optimize it and just take the risk of getting slowed by the breath. Maybe I'll try that on hard mode, because obviously on hard mode the boss has more hit points. Yes. So I think in terms of offensive stats, Bahamut here is very close to what their hard mode can do, at least closer compared to other bosses, but still probably a fair bit weaker in some ways. Yeah. It's possible the wiki is lying about Bahamut's actual attack stats between hard and normal mode. I don't know.
That's it.
Okay, the moment seriously, this person just gunned for Aerith the moment I took control of her. Dude.
Nothing to worry about.
Yeah, they really do not want the moment. Yeah, the bosses always target who you're controlling, but still, that was really fast.
Stay strong.
Ugh. Fortunately, Bahamut screwed themselves over with this. By using their countdown near the ward, they have made themselves very vulnerable.
Watch yourself.
Yes. Well, get in there, Aerith. Punish them for their hubris. Okay, now MP or ATV management rather. Yeah, this is gonna be tough. Because this, it takes a lot to actually fill up that stagger bar even when pressured. Kind of makes me mad, to be honest. Yeah, and Cloud. I also need to get Cloud berserked for a little bit of extra damage. Thing is, I don't want to use up too much MP, but maybe I should have. Damn it. Ugh. Yeah, it's just hard to know what was the best choice, damn it. Just in time. Okay, True Strike for a little bit of extra stagger. Lazaga, because it takes so long to cast. I probably could have timed Cloud's Braver a little better, and I also kind of screwed up my input for uppercut, I think. So it didn't get as much percentage as I wanted, but it's still pretty good. Got him! Almost a full, almost one cycle. Almost. Maybe I could push a bit more at DPS later.
Well, that was a battle. What an impressive feat to hold your own against one of the most exalted summons known to man. Together with the legendary Bahamut, I have every confidence you can expunge Shinra from existence. Such bravery. Incredible. I cannot thank you enough for helping me complete all of my reports. I had calculated a near 0% chance of success, but you defied the odds, and in record time at that.
Guess that's it for our arrangement.
I know we've only just completed our battle reports, but there's still so much more I need your help with. Shinra is a powerful enemy, one which I cannot defeat alone.
Thanks for tuning into this Let's Play of Final Fantasy VII Remake. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and or hit the bell icon.